Like ice cream, like Shanti playing in AMG. Let it rain on me.
Well, this is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
On red. Go, go.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. Buying time to his left. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Hey. Go, go, let's go. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Go! Track at 60.
To throw is Thomas. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jake Ferguson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Gino. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
From the 50, it's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jake Ferguson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Out of the gun, Smith. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number 1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Forced out to his left. And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Smith. Open man is Myers. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
13 next. Hold on.
Throwing now is Gino.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Trey Tucker, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say,
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He's to the 15, and finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Got Dobbs over the middle, and he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line.
Hey, Lion! Go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, go. Easy.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
11.
Lawrence will throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Hey. Stay right open.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up. Following the fumble recovery, Smith.
Pass complete right side to Bowers.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Check 59, cover. 53.
Here's Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Jacoby Myers, 49 yards. yards. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. And this one too low.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
Hey, I'm gun. Go. 11. Silver.
Lawrence. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Left. Hey, easy. Ralph. Take right open. 11, Agate. Red.
Now Lawrence.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Go, let's go. Hey, kill.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brenton Strange
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jags have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot here before break. Smith. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Bowers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Geno now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Throwing again is Smith. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Back to throw, Smith. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That one out wide and intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On the red. Shot alert! Shot alert! Check!
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3.
Hey. Check smash.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Only one of these teams will earn a shot at the Lombardi. The AFC title game is underway. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Lawrence going to throw straight away here. Caught by the open man. Reaches the 40. And he's going to go out of the edge of the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he's brought down after getting this to the 17 into the red zone. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Hey, run! Here we go.
Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Hey, easy. Route. Go. 11. 30 left. Silver.
Now Lawrence. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 33 on 2nd down. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
11, Agate. Red.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Go. Great job. Go, let's go. Hey, kill. Sink right.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. He's trying to go deep again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders take possession of the football. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these 2 defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
He's on the move. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Smith. He gets this one to Myers. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And again, it's Smith. Escapes the pocket. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
4th and 3, drive on the line. They're going for this. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Running right with Chubb. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Hey, I'm gun.
From the 27. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Hey. Street. Go. Here we go.
Here's Chubb. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. So we're back for the start of the 2nd quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6.
11.
Catch made by Allen. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. On now is Cook to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. Connects on the crosser. And he got this close to midfield before going out. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Smith on 1st down. This is hauled in by Myers. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Working quickly here. 1st down, Smith to throw. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Out of the gun, here's Smith. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive inside.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Time to determine who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Conference Championship is underway. And he gets what he can by diving down, but they're still backed up a ways to begin this series. No, you're not seeing things incorrectly, folks. You do not need glasses. They are, in fact, lining up to punt on 1st down. This kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that one a 44-yard punt. And the Raiders are going to like where they get to start out for this drive. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Smith start with a throw here. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. And they take this in for the score. The Raiders get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Geno Smith with a touchdown. And now the Raiders are going to go for 2.
Here we go.
And he's got a man complete. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
I'm not flying. Rip, 23.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Broke through the tackle. And some great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Hey, check that. Here we go, sir.
Again, it's Chubb. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down.
24. 30 left. Take right open. 11, again.
Motioning the tight end now.
Silver.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
That one's complete, right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Hey, easy, route.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Slot man in motion right. Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy. They're a rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. Raiders loading up the secondary on third down. Count them, 6 DBs on the field.
Go, go.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. He gets 6 on that play, and that's a Jaguar first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Kill.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Chubb running out of the gun. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Hey. Here we go.
Chubb going for the marker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts.
Cam Little for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Shudak is good. And that gets them back within 5.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Smith back to throw. Completed to his running back. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Smith in the pistol. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Try and get that one to Brock Bowers. So that brings up 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Smith. Catch is made down the right sideline. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we go. 13 there. Look.
Still sticking with the passing game. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10 now. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Jaguars take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there instantly.
Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't get it, tell me what you want, you can get it. Tied up, bad vibes, bad luck, been swinging like a boomerang. Dried up, all talk, no bite, now we're coming like a hurricane. Pull the curtain back, everybody wants to get some. A surprise attack, you and me together coming at you like a hurricane. Tell me what you want right now. Ooh, let everybody talk right now. So tell me what you want right now. You can get it. Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it.
Hold up, coming out of me, lightning bolt electricity. Blow up, tearing at the seams, yeah, I see it unraveling. Pulling back the curtain, got the sun in my eye. Everybody, they've been hurting, but they push it aside. Every person is a person with a different disguise. Feels like I'm on a desert island and it's Lord of the Flies, right?
Watch out for your neck, a wrecking ball is swinging heavy. With this adrenaline, it's coming out of me like a ball electricity.
Tell me what you want right now. Ooh, let everybody talk right now. Tell me what you want right now. You could get it.